Okay, so in this video, you're going to be taking something from YouTube. Once you find the video that you're looking for, just make sure you go up to the top, select the URL, right-click, copy it, and then go to a site similar to this one, YouTube Now, where you can rip it, right-click in the search bar, paste your URL. You can click search. Sometimes it'll do it automatically here, and it's going to find the clip for us, hopefully. If this doesn't work for some reason, you can always go to rip from YouTube. Find some other sites that do the same thing, like this. And when you find it, again, same thing. Paste it, allow. When it comes up, you're going to want the 720p one is fine. Even the 360 will be fine. Hit download. Okay, it says thank you. Okay, so it downloads. You can see here in the corner, bottom left corner, it's downloading. Okay, I'm going to just minimize this for a moment. Once it's downloaded, it's going to be in your downloads folder. You can take the clip, put it in your folder if you'd like. What you want to do first, though, is really right-click on it and open it with QuickTime. Once that opens up for you, you're going to find the part of the video. Now, really, for this project, you only need about 5 seconds. It can even be a little bit less. Once you get there, find the part that you're looking for.
I mean, listen, we're talking about practice.
So right about there, right in the beginning. What I'm going to do is go to up here where it says QuickTime Player. Go to Edit, go to Trim or Command-T on your keyboard. And you'll see at the bottom here, we can sort of pull this yellow piece to where we want it to start. And then we can pull the back end yellow piece to where we want it to end. Now remember, we said we only wanted about 5 seconds or so. I'm going to kind of trim it to about there, and then I'm going to hit trim. And now we can see how long this...
The franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen.
Right, so now that was actually 5 seconds. I'm going to just undo the trim and try the trim again, just to catch a little bit more of what he's saying. Let's see, this one is about 5 seconds as well.
Not a game, we're talking about practice. Not a game.
Right? So once you have that done, you're just going to go to File and Save. Hopefully your clip is a little bit more exciting than this one that I chose. And once you save it, you can save it to your desktop. Really doesn't matter. You could name it whatever you'd like. Save it to your desktop. Now, what happens from here, you can quit QuickTime, and you're going to open up Photoshop. So this is actually one time we're going to do some animation in Photoshop. And when you get there, just go to Window, Workspace. You can click on Motion. That's fine. And you can actually reset motion. So Workspace, Reset Motion. All right. Down here, you'll see the timeline at the bottom. If for some reason you don't see it, like I just closed it, you can always go to Window, Timeline, and it'll pop back up. From there, you're going to go to File, Import, Video Frames to Layers. There's the clip. Find where the clip is. Hit Open. When this comes up, you can do from beginning to end is fine. And then click this little checkbox, Limit to every 2 frames. Okay, so I'm going to go to Window, Application Frame, and turn that on. And you can see what it looks like here, and you can see the actual piece. And to kind of reset the workspace again, I'm just going to reset it, and I want to see my timeline. So if I don't see it again, please, timeline, open up. Looks like it's got a little stuck here, so I'm going to, there we go. You can kind of see it at the bottom. So from there, what we want to try to do is go to the timeline at the bottom, go off on the right-hand side, click, and we're going to click on where is it? I'm sorry. Convert to video timeline. Now, once you do that, you'll see that this does look quite a bit different. I'm going to turn the application frame off. Hopefully, we can see a little bit. There we go. I'll kind of expand this. Now, you see all of these layers exist here. All the layers. Now, this is each frame. When you play it back on the timeline, you know. So hopefully yours is quite a bit more exciting than this one, but just to show you how it works, click the top layer here on the timeline, go to Layer, Video Layers, New Blank Video Layer. And you'll see a new blank blue video layer gets put up on top. You can pull it across if it's not already all the way to the edge. All right. And then with the slider here, you see you can play it. You can move it back and forth with the timeline slider. And then what you want to try to do, I'm just kind of scrubbing through, make sure it sees everything. All right, very good. Okay, I'm going to go to the beginning. Now, what you want to do on this frame, and at this point, what you can actually do is you can sort of move the timeline over. So you don't need to see all of it. It doesn't need to be huge. What can be bigger actually is the actual window here. You can even do view and fit on screen so you can see it larger like that. And then really what you want to do is staying on this layer 81, or for whatever your number layer is, on the blue layer, you're going to take different tools like the brush tool to start. And you could choose any color that you'd like. I'm going to choose black just to show you. I'll make the brush a little bit smaller. Maybe I'll make it about a 5 or so. And you're going to go on this and you're going to start to draw. Now by accident there I didn't have black like I wanted. Let's see if we can get back to black. There we go. So I would sort of zoom in a little bit and start to draw. Now get as detailed as you want. For the purpose of this video, trying to go as fast as possible to show you some other steps. If we had a few hours, you know, we would do it all in the video. Now I happen to be going very, very fast on this. You can go with different speeds. I'm just going to hit pause for a moment. Okay, so back to where we were here. Continue drawing. After you finish drawing all the details that you want, just going to finish off the hat here. And there's more details that I could add. I could add the logo on the hat. I could add, you know, everything you want to make it look realistic. We're going to look at some examples in class, obviously. And kind of finish it off, do a little bit of the body, a little bit of the head, a little bit of all that stuff, okay? Now, once you have that, now imagine you finished the rest of this as well. I'm saving time by not finishing it right now, okay? But from there, what you're going to do is you hit the little next button right here, go to next frame, and then from the next frame, you got to draw again. If you want what you had in the previous frame, go back to the previous frame, select all, edit and copy, and then when you move and advance to the next frame, you'd have to go to edit, paste special, paste in place. Now the problem is that it changes a little bit between frame 1 and frame 2. You can see he just moves a little bit. So what you'd have to do in the second frame now that you just pasted it is you'd have to erase some pieces using the eraser tool, and then redraw the lines that have changed since the last frame. And you continue to do that until your animation is complete. At the end, we can add color, and we can also add the sound back from the file when we export.